listening to the Pelicans Postgame Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. You stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly die, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Going on, Coach. 29 points from Zion tonight, tied his season high, only 23 minutes. What did you see from him on the offensive end?
I'm just proud of Z, the way he's handled, this coming back and his approach. He's all in, he's bought in. He and I are in a great place. We're for him to, take on this role and understand what he's trying to do and try to accomplish. We're trying to maximize his minutes. He's doing phenomenal, and it's just the mindset, number one. Secondly, he came out and, put a stamp on the game quickly, but to his credit, he made free throws, got to the rim, made the right play, was dominant out there. So fantastic job. Great to see him respond.
You talked after the last game about second half using defense to fuel your offense. How much did you kind of see that tonight as well?
Yeah, I think our defense was a big part of that win tonight. They got us out in transition. When we get stops, either it's a turnover or a rebound, we're gone. That's our best offense. I hope not to call a play. That's the goal in this whole offense, is really not to call any sets, where they can just play flow, transition, trust each other, move the ball. First quarter was fantastic. I mean, that was impressive. I think we had, let's say, 11 assists, 1 turnover in the first quarter. So the ball was moving. We lost it our way a little bit there, but I think our defense sustained us all night, and it fueled a lot of our offense.
Any update on Herb Jones?
Nothing yet. I think we'll know a little bit more tomorrow, but we're just being cautious at this time.
I'm sorry, could you just go into what exactly happened, where you got hit or anything like that? What just listed as a head injury?
I haven't seen the replay. I mean, I just know when he walked over, he got hit. He got hit at some point in the play where he finished at the rim, but I haven't seen the impact or what it was. We're just being cautious right now. He should be okay, but we'll know more tomorrow.
DQ's been pretty efficient all season, especially for a rookie. He was 8 for 8 tonight from the field. Is there anything we can take away from that, just for him to, just obviously have
He made shots. He made shots. I mean, he's an efficient player, so I thought he had a good mixture of passing and scoring tonight, obviously rebounding tonight. I think he went and got 10 rebounds tonight. So I thought he did a good job on the board, but overall just an efficient game. And then the corner three, knocking down a corner three is important for us. He's working on it, and to see one go through, that's great confidence for him.
Obviously, a big chunk of this was Zion had 29 points, but this was apparently a season high for the bench. What did you think of just overall? I mean, some of the guys that came in, it seemed like PV did a really nice job coming in.
PV was great. I mean, he came in, especially when Herb went out, we didn't have Bryce active tonight. So, we had PV ready to go, and he stepped into the moment, knocked down big shots. He's a big part of our defense too. We trust him on that end of the floor. That's what he does. And then to knock down and show the confidence offensively, just another spark in addition to our bench. So you never know when your night's going to be called, but step into it, be ready. And he's been doing that. I'm not surprised because of the work I've seen him do in practice, right? This is not like he's ready for this. Bryce is ready for this. Anybody down that line, his number's going to get called. All these guys got to stay ready. And I trust every one of them. And PV stepped into that tonight.
70 points in the paint tonight. I think he shot 34 free throws, led to 128 points. Now, the last 8 of the 12 games, you guys have scored at least 120 points. 3-ball hasn't really been a factor. So can this be a winning formula because you have won now 4 games in a row?
Well, it's our formula now, and so that's our identity. That's who we are right now. Obviously, we've talked a lot about the 3-point line, but we just got to be great in our area and be who we are. Dominate the paint, get to the free throw line, share it when we can, get out in transition. And if it takes 70, 80 points to go win a game in the paint, that's what it takes, and really proud of the guys. They stuck with it. The mentality is get downhill and make plays. And so far they've been doing that.
And I know we talked a lot about, I think that third quarter against San Antonio was a really big quarter, 43 points, where I think outscored by 22. But tonight's first quarter, does that stand out in any way kind of in comparison to that?
One of our best quarters that I can remember. I think maybe there was at Dallas, I think that there was a quarter I really liked there. San Antonio, obviously, that was a big one. I think the Houston game, we had a big quarter as well. I think today, the first quarter was, scripted as we want to be. The ball was moving. The defense was great. That's the standard. That's where we want to get to 48 minutes. Where I'm proud of the guys, this was a wire-to-wire win, from start to finish. Got the lead, held the lead, kept them at bay. They can get explosive. They can get out and score. And really proud of the group. Just the mentality, the way we came out. You looked at our start last game, against Houston, not a great start. We challenged our group to get off to a great start, set the tone for the game, and they did.
You mentioned the good start that you guys got off to. What did you think of Carlo? It seemed like he came in and was like another wave of energy.
That's why, when he comes in, that's what we want. It's got to be energy. And I thought he was really good. And he's switchable for us defensively. We don't have to stay in coverage with him. We can mix up our defensive coverages. He gets out and switches. He can rebound, and he runs the floor with great pace, puts pressure on the rim. He's a very good screener. He's becoming a better screener too. But I think our pace immediately turns when he gets in the game. You can see it with Poole as well. And Jose, that group can really amp up our pace when they enter.
You kind of talked about it, but is this a game like this kind of a sign of growth where you get up early on the team and just maintain that lead where, there's a lot of excitement attached to making a big comeback, but I'm guessing as a coach, it's a lot less stressful when you kind of have a double-digit lead throughout.
Yeah, I don't want comebacks, Well, I do want comebacks because that's the NBA. It's going to happen, right? So you want to be resilient and be tough there. But you also want to be a team that, when someone's in your house, you throw the first punch, and we need to get there. We want to be a team that throws the first punch and keeps punching. And I felt that today. We had a couple, maybe lighter blows, but we were in general trying to throw some punches that landed. And I think in general, it started from start to finish. We did that. Proud of the group, just the start and the way they close it out in the fourth as well.
Just from a results standpoint, 4 wins in a row, is it refreshing at all to the group for you guys to now be able to, see it?
Pleased but never satisfied. Pleased but never satisfied. I think that's the mentality right now. I'm pleased with the progress. I'm pleased with these 4 games. I'm proud of the group. They're putting in the effort, but this is not pat ourselves on the back and be satisfied. That's not the process that we were talking about. The goal is that every day we're pounding the rock, we're getting better, we're on to the next challenge. And, we'll take the day off tomorrow and come back in Monday refreshed and eager to take on a great, a very good opponent in Dallas. So more than anything, that's our motto right now. Pleased but never satisfied. Good. Thanks.
All right. Shout out to Coach Borrego for all things Pelicans. Now tuned into the Pelican post-game report. Shout out to you guys. Pelicans flattened Pacers 128-109. Winners of 4 straight. Pleased but not satisfied. That is exactly what it is. Shout out to you guys. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. PPR in here recapping this thing, man. DC Big Q in the building. DC, how you doing tonight, brother?
Oh, I'm doing awesome, man. And yourself, brother? How you feeling, man?
Pretty good, man. It's been a fantastic sports weekend, bro. A lot of great stuff
We
going on, man.
streaking, Big Q.
We are, bro. We are 4 straight wins, man. The Pelicans are 7-22. We're no longer in the cellar of the Western Conference. We have now climbed to what is it now? I think the Clippers and the Sacramento Kings are now 6-21. Pels are 7-22. 4-game winning streak. Everybody's hitting. Those two teams heading in the opposite direction. Kings have lost 4 in a row. Clippers lost 5 in a row. Pelicans climbing, man. We're climbing. So shout out to Coach Borrego and the team, man. They're just responding to bench, DC,
Okay.
Zion. We good. And I hope everybody, I see all the comments out there. Shout out to you guys for being in the stream. Go ahead, DC. Early thoughts, man, on Borrego.
Okay, all right. I'm looking at them standards, man. We done jumped up 2 spots, man. They got the Pels got an off day tomorrow, boy. And then they go and facing the Dallas Mavericks. But before we get into that, to get in this game, man, this was a coming out party for Zion since his injury, man. He's shown everybody, that he's still Zion, even though he's coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? The brother had 29 points in 23 minutes. Where's the absolutely psychotic button, bro? But go ahead and push it, bro.
That is completely psychotic.
29 points in 23 minutes. And he gave 7 rebounds too, bro. That's crazy. He got to the free throw line like 13 times in a game where for a long part of the game, they looked like they didn't want to call no fouls. But the Pels, they wound up with 34 goddamn free throw attempts, man. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? For us to have that this game, and I don't remember how many we had last game, but I think we had a nice amount of free throws last game too. And they hit them at an 85% clip, Q. They hitting their free throws, man. So it's
fantastic, man.
Looking like a well-coached team right now, And then you had Derek Queen. The brother was perfect on the night. You know what I'm saying? He went out there, gave you another double-double. And I think that's a sign of things to come with DQ, man. He's just going to be a double-double machine, Whether he get him with assists or rebounds, which I'm impressed by his rebounding, man. It's steadily improving. I think once he hit that weight bench, man, over the offseason, going into next year, man, DQ is going to be a serious problem on the boards and everything, just all around. Defensively, obviously, you can look to that and see that's his greatest level of improvement he needs to improve at. But even saying that, he's not bad. Like, he's not a horrible defender at all. You know what I'm saying? So we got an all-around basketball player in Derek Queen, man. And for him to go out tonight as a rookie and just have a perfect night. And I love his mentality and his composure, man. He just always lets the game come to him, man. He's really, really intelligent as a basketball player. DQ went out tonight when he shot it when he was supposed to shoot it, passed it when he was supposed to pass it, and defended defensively when he was supposed to defend. Good switching and everything, man. He's just an intelligent basketball player, man. And I think the longer he plays, he's just going to continue to get better and better and better and better because that's what we're seeing. And I don't think that's going to slow down anytime soon, man. So shout out also to Jordan Poole. I thought Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole is the best inefficient shooter I think we've ever had, Q. This dude have games where he's like 6-16, 4-10, but he finds a way to make it impactful, most importantly, by his ability to be able to get to the free throw line. Man, he be foul baiting like a mug, man.
Yeah, he does.
That was a huge play when he got Wiseman to foul him, man, and went ahead and got that old school. Well, I actually think he missed the free throw. He missed 2 free throws tonight too. That was kind of crazy.
He did, yeah.
That's unique from him.
Yeah, the technical, and then he missed one of the 3-point attempts he got fouled on.
Right, but to see him, get Wiseman up in there, man, and go ahead and get them get them 3 free throws. The old school way, you don't see that a lot no more, man. So, there's just few players that kind of caught my eye, man. And overall, great team win. Everybody scored tonight. PV came in for Herb when Herb got hurt, with that elbow after he scored on that play. And PV actually had some impactful minutes along with Carlo as well, man. So just positive overall team win tonight, man. It looked like the New Orleans Pelicans was playing the old New Orleans Pelicans from the beginning of the season, because this team looks light years ahead of how they look from opening night to now, man.
Yeah. Jordan Poole, DC, his last 3 games, averaging almost 18 points a game on 40-something% shooting. But he and Zion off the bench have really been impactful, man, especially over the last couple of days. His 3-point shooting, when he's just a basket. And when he gets hot, man, it's lights out. But it was a really great affair, man, tonight. Let's hit these stats, man. Roll through this stuff, and we'll finish going through the rest of the game. We know we have the preview of the Mavericks coming up on the 22nd. The Pelicans have to face them, man. It's going to be an interesting fight, because this is not the same Pelicans team that we've seen, over the last, 2 weeks ago. This team is in love. They were, addicted to winning now. I mean, they've gotten a taste for it, and the way they're fighting to win and playing, and Rick Carlisle's team tonight, he was trying to do everything he could shorthanded, but the Pelicans wouldn't relent, man. We took it from them. Anyway, let's hit these stats, man. Shout out to you guys. Hit that like button as we get rolling in this thing. Pelicans tonight, 45 of 85. They shot 53% tonight, 9 of 27 from downtown for 33%. The Sacramento Kings were 19. I said the Kings. The Pacers, 8 of 42 for 19%.
Okay.
The 29, the Pelicans, where we alluded to, 29 to 34 for 85% from the foul line. And of course, you look at the rebounds, almost 50 rebounds by the Pelicans tonight, 49 to 42 there. The assist game, 25 rebounds versus 28, 7 to 6 on the steal game. Pelicans had 2 blocks, 5 by the Pacers. They didn't win a lot, but they did win a few things statistically. But at the end, 14 turnovers by them for 15 points, 18 given up by the on turnovers versus 13 given up by the Pelicans in terms of their points off of turnovers. The fast break game, the Pacers, the Pels did win by 10 in the points in the paint, but the Pelicans just, man, that first quarter was something else. Then they fell down a little bit in the second quarter, just basically lost it by 2 and just pushed forward to kind of close out this game here, man. It was real fun watching it, man. Individual statistics on the flip side of this thing, you can see, man, a lot of good action here. Zion off the bench with 23 minutes had 29 points, 9 of 14 from the field. He was 11 of 13 from the foul line. So Zion is hitting his free throws, and he's been hitting his free throws quite recently. He's been really serious and committed to it. 7 rebounds tonight, an efficient game by Zion Williamson, doing what he do. A couple of really nice looking reverse layups underneath the hoop while getting fouled. Was really good seeing him back in action like that. Jordan Poole, was 16 off the bench as well. Didn't shoot the ball well from downtown, but finished with 7 of 9 from the foul line. He did throw in 6 assists, plus 20 for him. In the starters, Sadiq Bey led all the starters, 18 points in 28 minutes. He went 1 of 4 from the foul line. From the free throw line, 5 of 5 from the foul line, 5 boards for him. Derek Queen, 17 in 27 minutes. He was perfect from the field. He hit a 3-pointer tonight. He had 10 rebounds, 4 assists, plus 22. Trey Murphy, 33 minutes, kind of settled down for Trey. He had 17 points on 5 of 8 shooting, 2 of 5 from downtown, perfect from the foul line, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, plus 27. Herb had 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, plus 16. He left the game, guy. I think he had an elbow or something that hit Herb on the top of his head. He might have been concussed. Looked like to me he might have got concussed. Like Coach Borrego said, we'll know more about him. What's going on with him tomorrow. So we hope he's all right. Jay Fears tonight in 23 minutes. Not much shaking with him. Just 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field. 0 for 1 from downtown. He had 4 turnovers and 3 rebounds, -9 on Jeremiah Fierce. He is I don't know what was going on with Jay Fears tonight. He wasn't really super aggressive tonight. It was a couple of times when I wanted him to kind of push the ball, and he was just kind of just watching the game. So
He had one of them nights, Q. You know, he a rookie. It happens. This was just one of them nights, man. He didn't have a good game, you know. He had his shoes on. I remember AD talked about him
yeah, he
switching
switched them.
shoes at halftime. I was like, oh shit, that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And then he actually wasn't very good in the first half. In the second half, it just got worse. You know, tonight, I really think it was the turnovers because I'm sure Borrego was getting on him about those turnovers.
Yeah, 4 of them tonight. Yeah.
And he just kept compounding it because we had a good thing going tonight, man. I mean, we scored 44 points in the first quarter, had 11 assists. You know what I'm saying? So all you got to do pretty much at that point, once you got a lead up that big, you can't turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? You got to control the ball, keep getting the simple stuff. And him getting those turnovers, he kind of yanked them. And I think they just kind of messed with his confidence a little bit tonight.
Yeah, he ran threw Jose in there. And Jose, even though Jose.
Oh, you know what? Another thing too, Q. They had a lineup, man. It was absolutely horrible. It was Fierce, Jose, I think, in Poole lineup. I ain't like that shit at all. It really was like Fierce and Jose. They, like them two, right? I don't think they don't work together, man. I don't want to see a lot of lineups with Fierce and Jose together.
Yeah, we kind of said
not
that.
A good look, man. It's not.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that.
He need to put that one in the tuck because he looked like he actually likes Jose a lot. So Jose gonna get some minutes, but he need to lay off playing him and Fierce right now. Maybe that's something they could revisit later in the season, and it could improve as Fierce gets better. But man, it was atrocious, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jose
Fierce down after that.
Yeah, it was. You could see Coach Borrego was kind of moving guys around, looking for that perfect lineup in that match. Jose he gave him 3 points offensively. He was plus 11 doing his defensive thing out there. Peavy came in, had about 8 points, hit a couple of 3-pointers. He helped out in 15 minutes. He had a good one. So, I mean, Carlo Mekovic, bro, he played 20 minutes tonight, 6 points for Carlo, 9 rebounds. He had a steal in the block. He was flushing the ball. Comes in there and just starts running the floor, shot blocking. Just love when Carlo Mekovic come in the game, man. He just be dunking and shit, all kind of stuff going on with Carlo. But yeah, good outing for our Pelicans tonight, man. They improved to 7-22, 22, and they're 5-12 in the Smoothie King Center. So the Pelicans picking up wins. Man, listen, we asked for, I was saying maybe a 7 to 8 or something, a winning streak north of 7 wins. Like you had so much losing going on, you've got to have you got to put together a really tight winning streak. We're talking 8, 9, 10 plus games here to get back in the thick of this thing, man. That's how I go. Go ahead, DC, read that.
Get the money out. Come on, all of it. Go ahead, man. Hit the button.
You got to read it first. Go ahead, bro.
DJ Cali voice. Another one. Monday, keep it moving. All right.
Get the money out. Stay tuned. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on. Come on. Stop stalling.
That's right, Willie. Stop stalling. You with your bullshit ass articles. But my man Jaden, the ghost of Willie, he's still floating around there, bro. It ain't over. We get a 6-game win streak. I think we've exercised it, so we still got a couple of games. But
appreciate your toes and fingers, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, brother, for that. Much love.
Right. But as far as the Pels, man, I think we seeing something different, bro. We seeing a change. I was trying to pull up the stats and statistics, man. They were showing them during the game. I think it's maybe the last 7 games or so. We like number 2 in the league in like points per game. We're actually number 1 in points in the paint, as they got 70 points again tonight in the paint, and we're averaging about 70 points in the paint. And I think it was another stat. We're also pretty much up there for turnovers. which I don't know if we're gonna stay there tonight after had 18 turnovers tonight, man. So if they can continue to know who they are and the evidence of them knowing that, I think is real, Q. I don't know if we got to see the post game speech by Borrego in the locker room yesterday, but you know what he was saying, Q?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Now go ahead and explain it to us.
Man,
'Cause I
basically
can pull it up for the people.
to make it simple, he's been saying what we said this team needed to be all the time, man. He said that when they had show guts and resilience, that is basically a representation of the city of New Orleans. He said that's our identity. That's what we need to be.
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
man, this fucking dude get it, bro.
Yeah, but that's old facts, bro. Because we've been saying that for a while. When Coach,
We were saying that when Alvin Gentry was here, Q.
we've been saying that. Yeah, but I'm saying that's not just something that's old facts because Joe Dumas brung that too. Joe Dumas started off his press conference talking about changing the identity of the team, and only thing Coach Borrego, shout out to him, is doing this. He's mirroring that.
Willie Green didn't hear that shit though.
Oh well, he heard it. He just couldn't accomplish it. That's the bottom line. I got it for you. We're gonna play it right. Here's Coach Borrego on that.
Back in franchise history, down 25 in the second half. You guys did that. You guys did that. With this, yesterday, we had a guest speaker. We talked about the community, right, and what we represent. And I think you felt that tonight. The community, we rallied around this community of resiliency, of toughness. That's what New Orleans is. It's a resiliency, it's a toughness, it's a physicality, and a lot of fun too. That was a lot of fun. And that's our identity. Herb Jones, you turned the game. Right? Didn't hang his head, good on his head. Things weren't going his way, our way. We said, let's come out, let's hit him, stay resilient, fantastic job. Everybody else participated. I could go down the line. You guys deserve that win. I'm really proud of you guys. Bring it in.
All right, that's Coach Borrego's. That was the other night, family, and what he was saying. So it's good, man. Go ahead, DC. Go ahead and finish your point on it, man. I just wanted.
That was the point, far as that, man. And this is what we're seeing. That then you got Zion coming off the bench. You got all of these different lineups. You got two rookies that are exciting. Somebody just put Derek Queen first team. All rookie. I shit him and Jamar Phillips probably make it too. I know you got Dylan Harper there. They'd probably be trying to gun at that with him. That'd be a tough one to get, but still possible. But we're seeing a major shift with the squad, man. I can see them game by game, especially with a winning streak now. Their confidence is growing. They're going in the game now, not looking for. I almost feel like we would look for that thing to happen to hang our head. Now, right now, they kind of going in and they're expecting to win. So
DC,
I think that's the difference in winning and losing games if you can actually put that with executing.
It's really cool, man, because we knew it'll take some time. I think a lot of the faithful were kind of impatient because it's not a this year thing. This has been going on for a while, and we just needed somebody with basketball know-how. He's an X and O. Even when you see Coach Borrego sitting at the presser, he got the professor glasses. He looks at the stats with his glasses on, takes them off, and starts breaking the game down. You got a thinking man as your coach. You got a strategist. Not only did the Pelicans, from a talent standpoint, beat a injured, trying Pacer team, but they also outcoached them. So so Borrego, and that's Rick Carlisle over there, right? So I mean, it didn't matter. The Pelicans have brains at the head coach. No disrespect to Willie Green with his charity work and all that, but it's obviously a difference where we were falling short on in terms of strategy, thinking, adjustments, looking for lineups that work in the proper times, taking advantage of our players' strengths, having them to improve upon weaknesses, and then of course once they start winning, we fell in love and got addicted to winning and buying into the blue collar New Orleans grind mentality that we've been talking about for a long time. So shout out to my pals, shout out to your pals. And as you see DC right here, you can see these are currently the statistics, scoring wise and otherwise, of the Pels right now. Trey Murphy right now leading the team. You can see Zion is number 2 off the bench, right? Jordan Poole's off the bench. So you got 40 points off the bench underpinning your starters, which is Jeremiah Fears and Queen. So that's cool to have like an automatic 40 points, fam. Just coming up off that bench, and Zion and Poole to go along with Trey and Sadiq and D Queen and all this kind of stuff. I just love what they got going on. And listen, I just pray and hope that Herb Jones is okay. Sometimes you don't know because you've seen Jose Alvarado with him. He's real dramatic. He falls around like I ain't know if that was rubbing off on some of our other players. They be doing with the dramatics and all this kind of stuff. But something was wrong. Herb kind of walked to the locker. He sat down, and then, and we'll have to monitor that. So we hope Herb will be okay to come back, man. But it's cool to have a Sadiq Bey in there. If we, you see what I'm saying? And PV stepped in there when Herb couldn't go. PV got some of the minutes, and he went in there, threw in a quick 8 points. So it's just, we got guys ready to go, man, and to make moves, and I'm really happy for that. DC, you want to read that super chat, bro?
Let me see. My man Tozan Fingers again. Appreciate that 10 bones, bro. He said, every day here, y'all my first listen. Appreciate what you do. Q, what a difference a good coach makes with these dogs. They fighting.
Man.
Put it together, Coach JB. Let's effing go. Pels is stacked.
Indeed, bro. Thank you, man.
Money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on. Come on. Stop stalling.
Got one more.
He ain't lying.
Talk, boy.
What's up, Tasha? And hold up. Happy birthday, Stacy. If Tasha is correct, my man, Stacy birthday. All
Shout
right.
out to my boy Stacy, man.
Birthday, Stacy, man.
My brother. Happy birthday.
The Pels done deliver for you.
A 4th straight win. That's a big birthday gift right there, man.
There you go, man. But my man, Black Preacher, man, what's happening, bro? Appreciate them $2. He said, real talk, do y'all still want to trade Zion? Hey, I can't speak for Big Q, but I ain't never want to trade him. But, people be saying I'm taking too easy on Zion. But what about you, Q? And you go ahead and hit the button.
Get the money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on. Stop stalling.
We shall see, bro. One thing I know is I love what Coach Borrego is doing right now. But like I said, it's never a problem with Zion is playing to me because he gets out there and he does what he do. But the Pelicans, man, he's contributing in a way where it's helping the Pelicans, but they're not relying on it. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going out there and he's playing free. And you got other players. It's like a team effort. It's not like we're relying on one player here. We got everybody contributing. Like tonight, man, you've seen Trey didn't get his numbers, right? Trey had 17 points, but you had 2 guys in the starting lineup with 18. Poole off the bench, he had whatever he had, and Zion had his 29. So it's like, man, it's off the bench helping that. It's cool, man. But like I said, from watching it from all this time, I'm just gonna watch how it goes and watch how it plays because it depends on where Joe wants to do this thing. But man, listen, Zion's a force when he's healthy. But that's the problem. Can we keep him available, man? That's the thing. Love Zion for what he can bring, but we need his availability. We need him to be here, and we need him to remain healthy and be hungry and ready to contribute in however way that Coach Borrego is going to use it. So I would say no to the trade right now because they're winning. Come on, who's going to say, yeah, you're going to trade him? I mean, you only move the player.
Some people be like, you could trade them and you could get better pieces that fit, and that'll enhance the winning even more.
Man, listen, you don't want to disrupt what they got going on right here. They got chemistry. I mean, we finally have some type of synergy and chemistry. They've won 4 in a row, right? And could very well win 5 in a row. And like I said, the way they're currently built, it's the youngsters. It's somebody like it's Sadiq Bey playing an excellent year. Him coming in here doing this thing, Trey fitting in between, him hitting and getting big points here and there. And it's how they're doing this. They're doing this stuff as a team, man. It's not like one guy is like carrying everything. And this is a good formula to have. And as long as you got that going on, man, listen, we should be all right. So I'll be very, very careful on how and what I do in terms of disturbing the harmony of what you have right now. Because what if they wheel off about 10 in a row and get, and they're relevant because they're not giving up on any damn thing. We finished strong at 25. That opened up 2026 for us to make some moves. So we just have to stay healthy and keep building on what they have here. And I'm pretty sure at some point they'll do something. But right now, man, if you got him playing and the way you got him playing right now, with how all the disconnection we've been having with this shit for years, I wouldn't touch it right now. So we 4 in a row, you can see him playing, you can see the chemistry, you can see all this going on. I wouldn't disturb it right now. And if they keep handling up, you might have to rethink this thing, but that's a Joe Dumars thing. But for right now, I would say do not touch it. Let it play out. All right. So anyway, thank you, Black Preacher, man. Much love on that. And yes, DC, you could have talked for me because, we ain't too far off from that. But that's the point.
What you mean?
We ain't too far off on that.
I mean, last show we was kind of going back and forth about that.
Wasn't going back and forth. You were saying that he was going to get moved in the off season. You kept thinking like
I said no, good sir. That's why I kept saying it over and over again. There's multiple roads that this can go. There's a path where Zion could stay with the Pelicans.
And did I disagree?
There's a path where he can go get traded in the offseason, and there's a path that he could get traded this year. And I said it wouldn't happen this year if they did trade him. They'd trade him in the offseason. But
and I agree. I agree. That could be
not get traded at all. Because I think Zion.
I agree with that. Then I don't think that's illogical what you're saying, brother.
But I mean, Derek Queen. I hear everybody say like, "Oh, we got Derek Queen. He the face of the franchise. We got to trade Zion." I don't really think it's that cut and dry. Like, to me, when I see Derek Queen, I look at Zion. I think they play great together. Like, I don't see them as because you got him, you got to get rid of the others, and all these people keep trying to put him as a power forward. Like, and I don't think that's his game, I don't think that's who he's gonna be. His advantage is where he is at the center spot, and Zion could play multiple, different positions, and I think him and Queen work together just fine. Shit, Queen got him.
Queen could play
good, easy looks tonight.
Right, Queen is he's unselfish. So he looks the deal. So I mean, yeah, Zion and Queen definitely can work together. You see when they're out on the court at the same time, he's throwing them alleys and looking for him. He knows where to place the ball. Now I don't think what you're saying is illogical, and I actually agree on it. I would consider for them not to move him as they're building that chemistry because they're setting up for something special. But I remember what a lot of people were saying at the time when Queen was doing what he was doing while Zion was hurt. And you heard a lot of people saying that then because they didn't see the value in Zion. He keep getting hurt over and over again. And to be honest, that's why Joe Dumars made the move and got 2 top-notch young rookies to come here and contribute this year. He got those guys as the future, as a fallback option if the Zion thing went south. Well, Dumars came in here. He inherited Zion. He knew it didn't work in the previous administration, and he basically had it. He had some insurance right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why a lot of people were saying at the time, man, we need to trade Zion Williamson because you can't rely on him. What good is having a $39 million player that you can't rely on? That's common sense. So now that he's healthy, of course, people are going to say, okay, let him play because he's contributing worth with him. So the scenarios change because the situation has changed. But let it change to the opposite and you'll hear those voices come back again. So that's what all that is that I've been hearing because we've heard it all before. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely a cycle, with Zion, this roller coaster. But The problem, I think, has always been he's not meant to be your number one option, at least all the time, due to the health concerns, the style of play, and just how the teams guard him.
DC, he hit that flow hard tonight, man, several times. And I was like, damn.
One of them,
he's
it's like,
slamming.
man, he went up and he did like a reverse. Dude, he got slammed on the ground. It looked like I think he kind of passed it instead of putting it up. And I'm like, damn, you did all that and hit the floor hard and you ain't even get no free throws?
Right.
They called a foul, but, they just took it out from the side. I'm like, God damn, man.
Yeah.
You can't be taking no hits like that.
No, that's the point. And at some point you want somebody to get around to kind of explain that, because that's a problem. That's why I'm saying a lot of times and I don't want to put nothing in the air, but when we've seen stuff like that happen with that man before, then all of a sudden it's just something pops up and now he'll miss this, that, and the third. It's because of that. That man hitting that damn flow hard. And some of the times he's not getting those calls. So I'm like, I'll just be imploring to Zion, bro, please get a mid-range shot and save yourself. Get a mid-range shot. I understand you won't play in the post. You like the physicality, but not all the time. The game can come to you a lot easier with a mid-range. That's all I'm saying, brother. If you hit that damn flow hard, dog, I'd be cringing. I'm like, God damn.
It's going to happen, but it's just a matter of does it happen because he makes the conscious decision for it to happen, or his athleticism starts to wane, or his body starts to fail him more. But he definitely has to do it. I think he knows that. You see, I'll say over the last 2 seasons, although it ain't a big enough improvement, right? And the only thing we've seen him improve on is really his free throw shooting. His free throw shooting has got.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to hit the button on that, DC. Hold on. Man, Zion Williamson, and I mentioned it early in the show, but man, Zion
like 11 for 13, man.
Dog, and that's not the only time. The last several games that he's played, man, Zion's free throw percentage when he's getting to the line has significantly improved. I have noticed that. And that is why the Pelicans free throw percentage overall is improving. Like they're 85% tonight. And we talked about that for the last several years, about the Pelicans saving themselves by hitting free throws, charity stripe, whatever you want to call them, donation points, whatever you want to call them. If they can hit their high clip 80, mid 80s to high 80s, they're going to win a lot of these tight games. Like we outdo them by 8 points on the free throw line. That contributed, stacked on top of what we had. So, man, that is big under Borrego to get Zion to be hitting these free throws. Shout out to Brother Wallace, Fist of North Star, man. Good to see y'all. Brother Vine, Pelicans Nola, Who Dat Nola, 504 Fresh, Jaden. Big ups to all of y'all, man. What's up, Steph? Shout out to Steph. Big B93, much love, fam. Appreciate you. Black Preacher, man, as well. Brother Slim, Brother Stacy, Simply Tasha, much love to you. Squallow, big ups to you, fam, as well. Much love to all of the family. I wanted to give y'all some shots out, man, tonight. Pelicans doing they do, handling the business. If I missed you, with Scout with the clout, big ups to you as well, fam. If I missed y'all, what's up, Brian? Big ups to you, man. Appreciate you. Marari, shout out to you as well. YO, what's popping, fam? Molly Mall, big ups to you. What's up, Trey? Shout out to you. What's up, Jordan? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Jay Carv, I see you, my brother. What's up, Lonnie? Clinton? Everybody, man. What's up, Raphael? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. All the family. We give y'all a shout out. Hoffa, T-Man.
Appreciate the whole family.
Yeah, much love. What's up, Daniel? I'm trying to get everybody. Go ahead, DC. I ain't going to stop you no more, brother.
With the clout, you got him?
Oh, yeah, I guess Scout, shout out to Scout, man, as well. Much love, fam. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all always. It's East Side. What's popping, baby? Shout out to you, man. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was saying about Zion, and the free throw shooting has improved. And I think seeing that, he obviously is working on his shooting. I think it's just a matter of time before it expands. But my man Wallace putting that DC, maybe he playing good to get traded for another team. That is a possibility, but they got all these rumors coming out saying Zion is telling the organization, don't trade him. He wants to be here. He likes it here. And I don't know how true that is. You know what I'm saying? But if that is true, he wants to be here and we can get him on track, like shit. we didn't win this far. You know what I'm saying? You still got 2 years where his contract is unguaranteed. So it's a lot of different things that can happen. And I do think Zion is more than capable of doing these things, which is the same reason why we talk about this. And you hear people like me, Big Q, and everybody else who talks about the Pels get frustrated with Zion because you see the level of talent that's there. And it's almost like it's being wasted. Sometimes the organization's fault, horrible coaching. But at this point in his career right now, it's all on him. And he got to be able to step up. So long season, still things can turn around. I guarantee you the Pels play, get into the plan, and we get in the playoffs, and Zion has phenomenal performances. The whole talking point around him will be totally different. Whether we trade him or not, it'll just be a total night and different conversation. So that's the we could ride it out, see how that go at the end of the year, and that's the only way we're really gonna be able to fairly and truly assess Zion. But shout out to my man Black Preacher Man, man. We got $5 more up in this thing. Appreciate you again, my brother. He says another question: when Murray come back and he's shutting down the other team guard, play well. Let's see, play well. Y'all still want to trade him? All right.
Get the money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stop stalling.
Well, Black Preacher Man, I think that decision's already been made. I remember when DeJounte went and talked about the organization, and I have not forgotten that. And the way he spoke about the organization as if he wishes everybody the best. And I hope those brothers out there figure it out. He spoke about himself as if he's not going to be a part of the organization. This was before the season ever started.
Yeah.
You know, and Joe Dumars said, you know, anybody who don't want to be here, they can come in my office and talk, and I'm going to find a place for you. And I think they had that conversation. And they're in the middle of figuring that out. But, you know, he's coming off of Achilles injury. So he going to have to get out there and come shut down guards and, you know, play a good game, like you said, Black Preacher Man. And I don't see, even if he wants to be here, right? I don't see a place for him on this squad, man. I think it would mess up the chemistry of it, trying to force it. Jordan Poole actually fits better. Far as us having Jamar Fears now. If we didn't have Fears, I could see it working. But I don't know, man. I think it's almost that he don't want to be here. The way the team is, you got to move on from him, because the best DeJounte I've seen was when he was like the focal point of the offense. He had the ball in his hands, and he got to make, you know, a lot of the plays, and that's not going to be what this is. I'm sure he could play within this offense and be good, but I'm not sure that's what he wants or how that would affect everybody else, especially our rookie who's averaging 15 points a game and our starter right now. So I think he has to go, man. It's not even a discussion. This is a David Griffin move, and this is one move that you have to make because it does nothing to help your current roster.
Yeah, DC, that the DeJounte Murray signing wasn't a good one for us, right? I mean, it is DC. You mentioned that interview. Remember, there was another interview that he was on. I forgot. I shared it. Matter of fact, we clipped it and put it on the channel. Y'all can look it up. It's the last one he did on another podcast where he talked about his treatment, how he was treated.
It was the pivot, man. I think it was Ryan Clark and them brothers, man.
Yes. You remember what he said about how he was?
He said we were a horrible organization. The stuff we did here he's never seen it before. Almost like he was talking about us like we're not even on the college team level for as how we handle injuries and the treatments and stuff. He said he had to fight to get table time and all of this. Just listening to it, I'm not going to lie, Q. I know the Pelicans are bad, right? But I initially thought like, is he exaggerating a little bit? Like it's just kind of hard for me to believe. Like it's that bad.
Nah, we wouldn't know that, bro. I mean, I know
I've never heard any of that before. Like other than what him saying it.
for him having to fight for rehab time, bro.
What?
On the table.
That's all crazy.
I'm not calling the man a liar because DeJounte Murray don't strike me as a liar, but he could have been kind of, exaggerating a little bit because and on top of that, it was an incredible, really tough stretch that was going on with his life. He had issues, health problems with his mother that he was going through. He had busted his hand on that weird freak injury that he had. So he himself on that same podcast kind of confessed a lot of stuff.
Didn't he lose one of his friends got shot or something?
Something like it was a lot of personal stuff going on. Remember, he was even excused a couple of times from the team because of personal issues. So yeah, it hasn't been a good trade or whatever you want to call it for DeJounte Murray. Then of course him coming off that injury, him making his $31 million. How is he going to fit? Well, the team has already built chemistry, and that was the thing that we talk about, and they've gotten him in there. So yeah, I think DeJounte Murray is going to be a guy that's going to be out there. Of course, they're going to have to play him, and you in some kind of way put him in the lineup when he comes back in January. I'm hearing early January sometimes he's on port to get back, so the Pelicans going to have to play him to make him available to trade. But
all it takes is probably about 10 games where he looks really good. Somebody be willing to make a move for him.
Yeah, absolutely. Because DeJounte Murray can still ball. He's not what he used to be, but the Pelicans obviously have players right now that they're utilizing that can help them win. Go ahead, DC.
I was gonna say, can you imagine him though? What if, man, that would be crazy if we run in this bench thing. They still got Zion on the bench, and you got DeJounte come back, and so you got him
and Poole,
Jordan Poole, and Zion on the bench. Bro, that would be crazy, bro.
That'd be like that's crazy because Zion is 39, Poole is 30, your boy is 31, so that's like $100 million right there.
It is, but that's
crazy. That's never happened before, bro. That's never happened before.
We got a lot of things that's never
What's
happened
up, Ross?
before, bro. Derek Queen, was another one. Tonight, he is, I think, the first player. Brett Ursher actually posted this on Twitter. So he shot 8 for 8 from the field, becoming the first rookie in a post-merger NBA history to put up at least 17, 10, and 4 without a miss.
I guess Joe Dumars was right.
Huh? Do that.
I guess Joe Dumars was right, huh? What did Derek Queen tell people at the press conference about him and Joe Dumars giving up an extra pick unprotected to go and get him? I'm going to have to prove this man and make him a genius.
He gonna make him look like a genius. And on top of that, he has the most efficient double-double by any rookie in Pelicans history.
It's just amazing, bro. It's just amazing. I'm so impressed with these guys. And listen, this class here, man, Queen, Fears, PV, I'm so impressed with these rookies, man. And I think the last bunch of rookies that I was impressed with, the class that came in together, they played really well. You got to go back into your Pelican and Hornet mind, man. We're going back to Darren Collison and Marcus Thornton. I remember when those two guys came in, man, I was really impressed with those two guys playing.
We thought they were going to be one of them going to be franchise players at least.
Right.
Why did they mess that up, man? Why we got rid of Darren Collison? Because I remember he went to Indiana. He still was good over there. And then we sent Thornton to Sacramento, and he kind of he had a few flashes, but I don't know what the hell we was doing with that.
We don't know. We was doing with a lot of people, DC, over time. That's the bottom line. But now, with the leadership we have, I know Joe was getting a lot of flack early on, and I kept trying to explain people, man, that's Gil. Reason why Willie's still sticking around. And look, when he got him on up out of here, Coach Borrego was able to build a philosophy, got these guys. He found a proper lineup, players to play through. And Queen settles things down. He's unselfish. He knows when to go and get his points. He rebounds. He's assistant. And I'm just so impressed with these guys because these rookies, DC, are actual contributors to the winning on both sides of the floor for the Pelicans. They're not just some people along for the ride. They're actually solid contributors. Two of them are starters. One is a Yeah, a Roman player that comes off the bench when you need him to play. But man, listen, man, I'm just so impressed with Queen and Fears and Peavy. What Joe Dumas has done, with this team, man, and we starting to see the fruit of it. Go ahead, DC. You got another super chat?
Oh, yeah, my man. Toes and fingers again, man.
Toes
Appreciate it.
and fingers. That's right. What's going on?
Yeah, toes and fingers. All right. I thought that's what I said. I said something different.
No, I just repeated what you said, DC. And no reason to stop, brother. You was right. Go ahead.
You very debatatory, bro. I just make sure.
Say that again.
You're very debatatory.
Debatatory?
Yeah, I make up words just like you.
What word did I make up?
I don't know if you made up one yet. This show, you make up words all the goddamn time, Q.
Oh my goodness.
This is just one of the things you do. Anybody in the chat, y'all listen to the show all the time. Type a word that Big Q made up since he's in denial about this shit. But
so you got to solicit for help. You can't remember
I can't think of one off top of my head, bro. You do it all the time, man. It's like
if I do it all the time, then it's easy for you to pull up a word. That's all I'm saying, brother. You should solicit for help if you can't remember.
Tasha say you do, bro. So that's good enough for me.
That's good. Okay, good.
Come on, man. It's you biting into this man's super chat time, bro. Calm down. Pipe down a little bit, bro. Look, Queen is juvie on the DJ Jimmy album. Ahead of his time and for that age. Need a three-piece. Need a three-piece white. Let that what the Pels gave up for him rest. Oh, gotcha.
Get the money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on.
Oh man, vitriol. That wasn't me. That was Willie. Vitriol was a mock on Willie. Willie. What's Willie Bibbins? Willie. WB3. Willie. That was him with victory oil, and I kind of pulled up the oil, and y'all know how I do. I get petty at times. But yeah, I ain't make up nothing called debatatory. That shit ain't even real, man. Slim says, "Oh, what's?" No, that was a tag, Slim. That was one of the brothers' name, and it was like I got it all screwed up, and he had to break it down. It says, "Oh, what up, cuz? Oh, what up, cuz?" Now y'all look at that. Y'all know that's not how that goes.
You said, "Oh, what?"
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I screwed the man name up. I said, "Oh, octopus" or something like that. Whatever I said. But the man broke it down and says, "Oh, what up, cuz?" Now, y'all know damn well that if somebody's name was that in the chat, you would not get that right. Yeah, Willie, Jaden. Y'all remember Willie with the vitriol? So I'm still waiting for what word I came up with. I'm just trying to wait. But DC just made a silly one talking about debatatory. What the hell is that? What's up, Triple D? Shout out to my girl, man. Much love, Deborah.
Another super chat, man. Boy, they coming in tonight. Appreciate y'all, man.
Jedi Connors, what's popping, baby? Go ahead.
$5, man. Black Preacher, man. In order to play Murray to trade him, will Jose still be in the rotation? You know what? Black Preacher, man, I think James Borrego will figure out some goddamn way to still give Jose some minutes. I think they will be cut. You will see somebody like Bryce McGowan's and Peavy probably would fall out of the rotation before Jose because, Peavy's a rookie. And Bryce McGowan's is somebody we're not paying a lot of money. And we're not looking to move either one of those guys. So Jose still got to get some burn too because not sure if Jose, is on the trade market, but with the way this team is, it's just hard for me to see them not having a pick next year either. We don't go and we don't at least get a second round pick from somebody, moving somebody. Well, somebody got to get moved. That's just the bottom line of it. Like, I don't think they're gonna sit out the 2026 draft.
Yeah. Did I hit to take the money, DC? Did I hit that yet?
I keep answering that question.
Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on. Stop stalling.
All right. Shout out to Black Preacher, man, for that, man. Yeah, it's Yeah, Jose Alvarado. That's something that's he in that lineup with Coach Borrego, bro. He part of those guys that's gonna get the minutes because when stuff start failing, he goes to Jose because Jose's defense, Jose assistant, and then Jose. The issue every now and again I have with Jose is that he's not. He did it a couple of times tonight. We won the game, but Jose is always known on tape to be the key benefactor of poor switching. Jose always end up switching to the big and setting himself up for some stuff. And he did it a couple of times tonight, more than a couple of times tonight. But in the end, Jose Alvarado's a guy, man, that's it's that he relies on. So this is the thing, though, because you're hearing all of the trade rumors circulating around. Because I hear them all. We hearing them with the Herb Jones stuff that the Lakers won't Herb, the Warriors won't trade. They can dream on. I don't think the Pelicans are getting up off of either one of those guys. Did you hear him talking about Sadiq Bey? The Pelicans ain't getting up off Sadiq Bey. They're gonna keep Bey. And then of course you hear the Jose Alvarado rumors with New York. They want
Jose. Jump past the Trey rumors too.
I just talked about Trey. I just said Trey was the Golden State Warriors won't Trey. So yeah. DC, you listening, bro? You all right, bro? You got what you got? A plantain cocktail over there? What's going on, brother? You're not listening right, bro.
No, anyway. I ain't hear you on my end, bro. But okay. Go on. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. So shout out to you, Black Preacher, man. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff going on in terms of our team. And of course, you expect that, man, when your team is like 6-20, whatever we are, that they expect a fire sale. But most people didn't expect the Pelicans would try to think about salvaging the season with so many games left to be played. And they say, well, we out like, 6 or 7 games out of the last playing spot?
I think it's 5. We were 5.5. Let's check it. We should be. I think it's probably like 5 now because we jumped up 2 spots, so it's got to be 4.5 or 5. So let's see the standings.
What's up, Jay Black? Shout out to Jay Black, man. Brother Hoffa's in this thing as well. Scout with Clout said, what was the disgusticated?
There you go. Another one. One.
I've never said disgusticated.
Bro, you make words up all the time,
bro. I never said disgusticated, DC.
You're doing so much. It's just it's normal to everybody who listens.
Let me ask you. Did you hear
a time when I made you do it all the time?
Did I ever say disgusticated? Did you hear that come from my mouth? Did you ever hear that?
I'm pretty sure you said it. You did it.
Oh, this guy here, man.
They say you did it. You did it.
There I go. What are you talking about, bro? Disgusticated? That's dumb. I never said that, man.
You did it, bro. You definitely did it. I don't remember when you did it, but you did it.
Oh, this guy here, man. What my roster music at to play for your ass while you talk? But anyway, shout out to Toe Zanfanga. Shout out to you, brother, for becoming a member. Appreciate you. Say
thank you very much.
Appreciate you, bro.
Bringing me back to this world.
All right. Now, come on, Tasha. Y'all just making stuff up. He says, Q, you really have. No, I did not say that.
Then you be messing people names up if they won't go down there.
No, I did say that. Now you got me on that.
Names up, boy.
You got me on that. I do.
I mean, that's like making new words, kind of, bro. You saying?
Oh, come on, you stretching it now. You stretching it right now. Come on.
It'd be a whole nother way of saying it that you come up with.
No, I do mess up some names. I ain't kid you that. You got me on that. I do mess up some names. So yeah, you got
good word I made up. My man, he went find a definition on my shit, man.
Debatatory is a verb. The ability to be a debtor with with fervent vitriol. Okay.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I appreciate you, Ray dog.
Just making up shit, man. Just making up shit. Brother Wallace, what Brother Wallace said, man. Expectation is expectation. Is that what's going? Expectation. Is that I don't know.
You gotta give us a little bit more depth on that one, brother Wallace.
All right. Anyway, man, DC, let's push forward, man, on it, man. Let's move forward. The next matchup, man, previewing the Pels, the victorious Pels. Guess what? Got another one. This one, December the 22nd, a couple of days before Xmas, before Christmas. The Pelicans at home in the blender, 5-12 at home against the Dallas Mavericks, 11-18. They're 3-8 on the road. 7 p.m. tip-off time. I think this game is on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, DC. Yeah, I think, it's a Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. It's a Monday game, huh? No, is it?
Yeah, it's Monday night, bro.
Yeah, Monday night. So we got this Monday night matchup, Cooper Flag playing really good. The Mavericks doing their thing, man. Matter of fact, I think the Mavericks lost recently. They lost by 7 to Philly, in Philly. So they've been kind of up and down the last 5 games that they played. But the Pelicans 4-1 over the last 5. In that San Antonio game, we lost by 3. So they were competitive in that matchup. So they've really been playing well until they got over, blowing out the Portland team, taking down Chi-Town, going in overtime against Houston, beating the Pacers tonight. And, of course, now we got a Dallas team. How what we looking like in this one, man? I'm thinking we should be all right, bro. Here goes some of the stats right here. It's showing right now through the season, the Pelicans averaging 115 points per game. And a lot of these stats you could throw out be really important to want to see those stats that we've had like over the last 5 games, maybe even the last 7 games. I mean, that'll be totally different than what we're seeing because they're comprising all of the nasty games that we had prior to this, the streak going on. But, man, look at here, man. Let's go. Let's dig into it, DC. This is a matchup with this team here. How do we get this victory? This is the 3rd game? Yeah, 3rd of the 4 matchups right here. We tied 1-1 with this squad right now. So how do we get the win against the Dallas Mavericks? Cooper Flag playing really well. I'm gonna have to get their depth chart set up. How we get this dub, man?
Man, looking at what we've done to the Dallas Mavericks when we played them, man, I think it's really just gonna come down to, execution at the end of games. This is gonna be a game unlike tonight, maybe closer to what we had in the night before with the Rockets. Maybe not us getting down by 25 points, but you have those moments, those pressure cooker moments, under 4 or 5 minutes in the 4th quarter, where you got to step up, man. You got to handle business. And I think that's what it's going to come down to. Jason Kidd is a good coach. Jason Kidd also is familiar with Borrego, and he does not take him lightly. As you heard him point out in the press conference, how scared he was when Willie was out sick that one time. And we ain't even had none of our damn starters. And Jason Kidd was like, yeah, I knew we was going to be in for a night, with James Borrego as a coach. He's an excellent basketball mind, this and that, da-da-da-da-da. So I think really it just comes down to us executing down the stretch, not making stupid turnovers, getting rebounds. Is Derek Lively back? Because that's something that could change the game tremendously. Do you have the interest?
Yeah, okay. The depth chart's up for Dallas right here. It's I see Kyrie is still out.
Lively's still out. Kyrie's still out.
Anthony Davis is good to go. They got Najee in there. You got D'Angelo Russell, who usually cooks the Pelicans. Max Christie, Klay Thompson, Daniel Gafford, who had a really solid game against the Pelicans. So they have a competent team and a good coach.
Max
so it's going to be some work.
Solid too, man. He's solid bench player. Right. You got D'Angelo Russell that gives us issues, and Klay Thompson, man. You just don't know what Klay.
You don't know what you're going to get with him, bro.
Sometimes Klay look like Golden State Klay for a game or two, and then he just
go back to trash.
He's getting older, man. So he's a wild card. Daniel Gafford, always gives us problems, and they got Anthony Davis this time, so that's a new caveat for us, man. This is gonna be a tough game, but I think we stay in there with them. and we bring this down to the wire, man, and it's gonna go down to who can be the most disciplined and not make mistakes at the end of the game.
Yeah, Steph asking about whether or not she thinks we think that Zion will come off the bench against Dallas. More than likely, he probably
Yeah,
will.
I think they're
They're
gonna
not going
keep
to change it.
they're gonna keep Zion off the bench because we forgetting about the whole injury thing, right? Everybody looking at like Zion, like he just got benched just because it was better for the team. Well, when Borregos explained it, he was saying him and Zion talked, and Zion has always had a problem with his minutes being broken up in these bursts and all of that, which I get it because we didn't see Zion be scorching hot and they sit him down because he's on a minutes restriction, right? So what they're doing is they're trying to save, which is why he played 23 minutes tonight. They're trying to make sure they have enough minutes for Zion to where he can be able to finish the game and be able to be out there long enough to where he's not like coming in into the last 4 minutes of the game cold. So in the fourth quarter, I think if we actually needed Zion and he's got it going and all of that, they'll just probably play him like at the 7 minute mark, 6 minute mark or something, just straight out to the end of the game. So I don't see that game plan changing with him coming off the bench until he's off minutes restriction. And y'all got to remember, Zion, we wasn't even supposed to be talking about Zion even playing until next year. Remember,
That's right.
Q pointed out that Zion will come back after DeJounte Murray. It's because they said they had a 3-week timetable before he would be reevaluated. And you know, when the Pelicans say 3 weeks, they count business days, weekends, holidays,
Straight up, bro.
all that shit into their 3 weeks. If they 3 weeks ain't 21 days, it's like 26. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
for him to be back after 10 days, I mean, I
that
get
was
why he's
crazy.
coming off the bench. That's crazy. Zion obviously wanted to play. Maybe he was flexing for the first time in his career because we always say he should force him to make him play. Da, 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 da. He obviously went to Borregos. They put a game plan together, how he can come back early. And I think him coming off the bench and being used strategically and wisely is a part of that. So I don't see that changing with the Dallas game, the Cleveland game. Who we play after Cleveland? The Suns. I don't think
Yeah.
it's gonna change with them.
Double Suns.
Yeah, it probably ain't gonna be till maybe the middle of January when they start thinking about that. I don't think it's performance based. So if Zion go out and drop 30 again, I don't think that. Oh, we got to put him in the starting lineup. The only caveat I think that could change it is if Herb is hurt. Then I think maybe they think about it or probably do it.
Yeah, it's.
Play. I think he can play.
I mean, all I know is it. Why wasn't this something that happened before? Why wasn't this thought brung before? And it's more credit, more credit that just needs to be given to the imagination of Coach Borrego and what is happening, because I don't remember a time where you had two $30+ million players coming off the bench for younger counterparts and just doing what I mean, this is, to me, I mean, we thinking about it, but man, this could have saved the season. Having this because we know we've been looking at this for a long time. That's never been done before with Zion. Not just the bench thing, it's the fact that how they were able to get him back so fast and fit him into what they got going on. I mean, man, we ain't never seen this before. It's usually he sits and watch like me, you, and everybody else. He's sitting there watching the game. So, I mean, it's him getting back fast and then him accepting a role off the bench. Remember the previous guy, I won't say his name, but the previous guy pissed off the point guard, who's a $30 million point guard, had him staring him down. Why he ain't staring down Borrego? Because he respect Borrego. And that's something. So communication, strategy, a will to not only if they don't see your vision, but you're explaining it and they having faith in what you're doing and they'll just rock with you, even though they don't understand it in its totality, but they have faith in you and are going to just rock with you because you're convinced in your vision of what you can see the team could be. Of course, that's all the credit to James Borrego. That which in itself could have possibly saved the Pelicans season. So, when it comes down to it, when people talk about what flipped the season over, we know that a lot of the outsiders, they're not going to mention that. They're just going to talk about the players. But James Borrego, man, might have just saved the Pelicans season by making these slick adjustments, these very intelligent moves that got $30 million players coming off the bench and playing some, they playing, really good almost starter minutes. Most of them playing starter minutes, 28, 25, 26, 27 minutes off the bench and helping the team win. So, I mean, it's just, I've never seen anything like this, man. And shout out to Borrego for breaking this stuff down. So, I mean, it's amazing, man.
Can't argue with results, can you?
No, sir, you cannot, man. These guys are doing a wonderful job.
If they're on a winning streak too, I don't think they think about changing it up at all. As long as they're winning,
that's correct.
Even if Zion's minutes restriction gets pulled, but let's say they on like a 10-game winning streak, a 8-9 game winning streak or something, and I think they'll still ride it out till they lose. Like, why change up something that's working? It'll change due to performance base or naturally due to injury. As Herb got hit in the face tonight, and I can only think, obviously he don't have no fracture or nothing because he came in the game.
He came back
after that, and then they pulled him again and didn't let him play. It was kind of weird, man. But this is the type of shit that happened to us. But maybe he had a severe migraine. I don't know. I don't think you're gonna sit out for a black eye. Maybe he had a concussion. Let's hope it ain't that. But I don't know. It's just awkward with Herb, and then Borrego's didn't have any. He didn't have anything to say about it. It's just very weird.
Yeah, he did. He just mentioned that they should have an update tomorrow. But yeah, but that's a great point though, DC. The fact that he did come back into the game, and then ultimately they kind of set him down. For the rest of it, just maybe been cautionary. But
I mean, you could be right because it ain't like they needed him. Well, I mean, we was
exactly
up 15 points,
right?
And then most of the second half, so
But then that speak to the depth of the Pelicans team too, fam, because Herb Jones has been playing really well over the last couple of games. Herb been really handling business. Him and Sadiq Bey. Out there just playing defense and making shots for us and locking down people, stuff like that. And then when Herb has an issue or one of them have an issue and they can't play, Pelicans just pivot to somebody else to come in and give them some, minutes and help. Peavy was that guy. Peavy had 8 points in 15 minutes tonight. He came down, was playing some defense, knocked 2 3-pointers down. And just, the rookie came in, you need me? I'm going to go in there and make something shake. He came in there and helped him off the bench. So I'm just so impressed at how this team's playing. One guy goes down, next man in, let's make this work. So, I mean, it's really impressive. But I hope it's not nothing. We'll have an update tomorrow about that, what goes on with Herb, man. But fam, that depth is strong with the Pels. And shout out to DeAndre Jordan too, fam. DeAndre Jordan is fastly becoming one of my most favorite non-playing players on the Pelicans, bro.
What? Better than Garrett Temple?
Oh, way better than Garrett. DeAndre Jordan to me, dog, man, just love what he brings, man. I was like, man, can we just get rid of Collins and make DeAndre Jordan the coach? Because what the dude doing, man, is like you see him there, he's talking to Queen, he's talking to Fears, he's talking to Peavy, he's talking to people, period. And when they look down, he's talking to them. He got his arm around them. I mean, I just love what DeAndre Jordan is. He's not playing, but he's just so impactful from a positivity standpoint and a knowledge standpoint with these younger players, man. And it's just like you see him in there like a coach. Like he's up talking to them, like he, giving them game, during a timeout. And I'm like, man, just love what DeAndre Jordan is and what he's doing here with the Pelicans, man. You can never say enough about how he's helping our young players. That's really cool to me, man. I just really love that, man.
Most definitely, man. I think that's basically what he is. Q. He is a coach. They're just allowing him to make a lot more money than assistant coaches make by being on a player salary. And if we did have a rash of injuries, he could suit up. But that was probably one of the best signings they made. They got Looney, I think, for that ability, right? Because we knew.
Yeah, he way
I've
more
been
veteran.
telling you, I'm like, man, Looney ain't going. Even with Willie Green, dumbass, like Looney ain't starting all year, man. He might start off as a starter, and then they gonna change it, and
Yeah.
that's sure enough what happened. And I think DeAndre, when Looney got hurt, and they signed him to actually be in that same role, and then
DeAndre
Queen,
stepped ahead of him.
Derek Queen did what he did, man. No, Looney was hurt. That's when he got signed.
But Looney, let me throw this out here too, because if they had one player that would be affected by Willie Green's firing, it more than likely probably it would be Looney, because he's the last man on the bench, man. I mean, I guess you could say DeAndre is, but you really don't see too much of Looney. Even when Looney's healthy, I don't see how he fits what Borrego has going, what he got going on. So I think that, that could be, a point. And even though we don't see Looney as vocal as DeAndre is, we know Looney. I've seen him before in practice talking to the younger players, giving them game. This is a guy that has multiple championships on the team, him and Jordan Poole, bringing in that championship experience. So that's valuable. So we appreciate that, but you never know, man, having that depth down the line, how that's going to work out, man. But yeah, DeAndre Jordan, man, it's just been really excellent. Not so much on Looney right now. His numbers is not all that. I don't see how he fits with what we got going on, but under whatever crap Willie Green had going on, he was trying to play him out there, but not under Borrego, brother. It ain't happening.
Borrego finds stuff that work, and he stick with it, bro.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what smart coaches do.
That's right.
So DeAndre, he got put in the role because Derek Queen took off, and I like the fact that he took him under his wing, man, and tried to make him the best that he could possibly make him with all the experience and everything he has. And it's almost like with Derek Queen, I think he's perfect. Because what was DeAndre Jordan, man? He was a dude that's gonna block some shots, play excellent defense, and gobble up rebounds. And you're gonna get some lives and stuff, cleaning up and all that on the glass. And that's all the areas where like Derek Queen needs to work on tremendously, because his offensive game is phenomenal. But all those little things, setting picks and all, he can improve on all that. So I think he's like the perfect vet for Queen, man. And I think he tremendously helps Carlo too. I don't think it's a coincidence that we're seeing Carlo come in and being impactful, doing dirty work and doing all the little things on top of, his ability to have them flashy ass dunks and catch alleys and stuff. So he's been phenomenal, man. And if they're smart, they definitely would sign him as an assistant coach next year. Greg Monroe, your time might be on the clock, brother.
Yeah, man. DeAndre is a lot more credentialed than Brother Monroe, and he's from down here, man. He's from the West Bank. Jordan Cox over there. But yeah, it's very.
Cox, bro. I don't know what the hell Jordan Cox said.
That's on the opposite side, bro. That's on the down the street from Helen, bro.
Yeah, I told you he be making up shit, bro. He made up a whole school right quick. Yeah, man.
All right, shout out to the fan. Appreciate y'all.
Imagination, I gotta give you that.
Man, shut up, man. I'm talking over here, man. All right, big ups to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all hit this sub button if you're not subbed. Like and share. Shout out to you.
Station on the other side of the highway over there. What you talking about? That damn school ain't even there no more.
They tore that shit down, dog. I passed over there about 6 months ago. Bro, it's gone. They just got like the gym. Is that the gym there? They got like a gym building East End. I don't know. They supposed to be building something. They building a brand new school there, brother. Sure. And when I was in middle school, bro, we used to play them boys, man. It was actually pretty good. All right. So anyway, big ups to y'all. Appreciate y'all for being in this joint. Yes, indeed. Tasha, stop laughing so much, Tasha. It ain't that funny. All right. Shout out to Vaughn. Vaughn says DeAndre Jordan is all Udonis Haslem. Yes, indeed, brother. That's a good breakdown right there, man. All right. So yeah, we are rolling, man. So let me see. It's 45% on the matchup indicator says that the Pelicans lose the game to Jason Kidd's Mavericks. Let's make a call on that, man, right now. Pels get the win. We improve with 5 straight wins. I say yes. What do you say, DC?
I'm gonna step out on a limb, and it's a tough game, man. But I think they get the win. Period.
Dude, always talking about stepping out on a limb. What do you mean stepping out on a limb? You're not stepping out on a limb because you're picking the Pelicans, who are red hot right now.
The matchup indicator say different, Q.
Yeah, but still in all, bro, the matchup indicator hasn't been right all the time, bro.
So are the Mavericks not hot right now either?
The Mavericks lost. They lost tonight, bro. They lost tonight to the Sixers.
Okay.
So they'll be coming in here mad, trying to get a win.
I'm stepping out on a limb because Anthony Davis be roasting our ass every time he plays. So
okay.
That's when I saw that. I at first I had my chest out and I'm like, hey, we're gonna beat Dallas. And I'm like, wait, damn, AD not injured?
I know how to tell DC, man. Step out on a limb when we play OKC. This dude, I'm gonna step out on the limb.
OKC
saying that stuff. He's saying that stuff to make his pick sound like it's deeper than what it is, man. Cut it out.
If I say we gonna beat OKC, man, y'all got to put me in the insane asylum. Though, who believe that shit?
Nah, you just had some.
That ain't stepping out on a limb. You stepping out in the middle of the ocean.
Curry or something,
you
bro.
Stepping out in the middle of the ocean with sharks circling with no life vest, and you don't know how to swim. That's
okay,
so you saying that.
Okay, you're blabbing a lot, but what's the call? Are they gonna win or not?
Well, I was trying to say it, but you ain't like how I stepped out on the limb.
I called your ass out on that. That's right. I called you out.
There ain't nothing to call me out on, brother.
I just called you out on your flim flam and you're walking a line, brother. You ain't walking out on a limb. Call and say the Pelicans.
Flim flamming because I'm a consistent limb.
Exactly, Knoxville and this dude always limb stepping.
If I'm a consistent limb stepper, that ain't. Did they snap when I stepped on them? I might just be good at stepping on limbs.
You just good at straddling the fence is what you are.
I
Make
ain't
the call.
straddling the fence because I'm gonna pick a side.
Okay, let's hear it.
I was saying, I think we're gonna win. Due to us having the momentum. And my consistent limb stepping during this winning streak has been working. So I'm gonna continue to step on that shit. And I think we're gonna win, man. Anthony Davis, I think, and Cooper Flag are probably gonna give us a run for our money. They're gonna have good nights because I'm not sure if Herb gonna play. If Herb plays, we might be able to keep Coop under control, but I don't really think we have an answer for AD unless he, slip and fall or something. He fragile as hell, always getting banged up. But I don't really think we got an answer for AD.
I know he said a lot of nothing, right?
Yeah, I'm saying as I was saying because I was trying to say it. And he didn't want to say it while I was saying it when I was saying it.
I'm making up shit.
Let me say it how I say it when I'm saying it.
I'll be making up shit. Okay, all right, I got you.
Actually, I ain't make up. It was just a run-on sentence. I ain't make up nothing.
You just made up that bullshit you just said.
I ain't make up no words in schools and shit.
Limb stepping ass.
Yeah. That's my charge. My charge is
you're a limb stepper, a perpetual limb stepper.
Limb stepper. That's my charge.
You're a perpetual limb stepper. I think I'm gonna step out on a limb on this one. What? They on a 4-game winning streak. What you have apprehensions of? What's your anxiety about? And then you say Anthony Davis, right?
We're on a 4-game winning streak, but if I want to compare it to a tree. That shit like a 6-month-old tree, man. That's some thin ass limbs, brother. Yeah, I got a little anxiety stepping out on it, man.
Okay, so your apprehension is. Let me ask you.
Do you realize in the last 6 years, you could count on one of your hands the times that we've probably won 5 games in a row? You realize that?
I know DC in the history.
This is a limb to step out on if y'all don't know it.
I'm just saying, man, it's been a while since we've seen them play like this. It's also been a while since we've seen them this healthy.
No doubt.
Have this amount of organization, have this type of strategist at the top of the helm. Like I said, man, do not let it get stuck or lost tonight on all the positive things that we done. That James Borrego outdueled one of the winningest coaches, one of the top coaches in the NBA, and Rick Carlisle. He outdueled him tonight. He out strategized the man.
They got 6 wins on the year, Q.
It's still Rick Carlisle, though.
Don't you ain't gotta fluff it up like that.
I'm not fluffing it up. I'm saying that's Rick Carlisle over there, bro. That's Rick Carlisle. He still can coach. He still can galvanize his team. He can still kind of get them motivated to try to win. There was a stretch where they were making a run, and then Borrego made his adjustments and stopped it. So like I said, he out-strategized the man is what I'm saying. That's still Rick Carlisle over there. So you got J Kidd, you got Borrego, and remember, and you sit up here apprehensive in all this, but remember what Jason Kidd told them about Borrego when he found out he was coaching and Willie was sick? Tell the people what he said, DC.
He said, he's in for a tough game tonight, man, because James Borrego is a hell of a coach. He ain't never say no shit like that about Willie Green.
Nobody's never saying nothing. The only person telling Willie that is his wife. Nobody telling him nothing saying that about Willie Green.
Actually, I think if his wife told him that, he probably would win more games.
Okay. All right. So
I'm not sure if he was hearing that from anybody, including at home.
Habitual lip stepper. Yeah, this is what it is.
I take my lick. I take my player charge.
So this is the thing. So like I said, man, I'm going to call it. I say that the Pelicans win. I think they're in love with the winning philosophy. I pray that Herb Jones will be healthy. But if Herb can't go, you'll see Peavy. Hell, you might see another guy. We might see your boy activated for the matchup. Bryce McGowan's might get an opportunity to play some minutes. So like I'm saying, man, all of the missing time, the starters were out, man, that developed. A lot of these guys got their games right. Got guys like Sadiq Bey, got him back into it. Bryce McGowan's the rookie.
What about Yves Misi? You think he sees minutes due to AD and Gafford?
Bro,
they might go double bigs on us, man. They could put a double big lineup out there.
Who they gonna double big us with? Lively is hurt. Lively hurt. AD and Gafford. AD and Gafford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know how long you would see it because I think that's the only 2 real bigs, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a possibility.
I'm just thinking like how I would be thinking if I was playing us. I know at times we could have problems, rebounding against teams that have the height advantage. They got Najee Marshall, who's like 6'8", playing shooting guard. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Flagg 6'9". PJ Washington like 6'10", 6'9". AD, then you got Daniel Gafford. They still got the white power. Like they got the height advantage, man.
Yeah. They got height, but we got height too. You got Yves. Yves is a 6'11", 7-footer. You got Carlo Mekovic. He's a guy that's 6'11", runs the floor really well. I mean, he had more minutes than Yves tonight. But, like Borrego would make the choice and decide. But, yeah, we got height, too. We got guys. They got guys. We got guys, too. So, I mean, we got a 6'10" wing player that shoots your damn lights out. So, I mean, DC, we got height.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying they got the advantage when it comes to that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see.
What I would think they would look to exploit because Jason Kidd, he ain't a dumb coach.
Nah, Jason Kidd's very intelligent.
They're gonna try to kill us on the board, man. So we got to overcome that.
I still feel really confident in James Borrego in his strategy. Like he said, he gonna give his guys rest and then get them ready for the Mavericks.
Hoffa said we make up for our lack of rebounding by not turning the ball over. Excellent point, man. And that's what we do. We were able to win that Houston game like that, but you can't expect to get we had 17 steals. If we get murdered on the boards a night.
But that's a part of that. They're just turning into. I mean, Hoffa, that's a great point, bro. But all that does is displace the fact it plays out, showing you that the Pelicans are becoming more fundamental, isn't it? It's showing you that they're rebounding better. They're showing you that they're hitting the free throws. A lot of the fundamental stuff that you need to build on to win games. Pelicans are doing that now. They're doing
Right.
that. And they're doing it as a team, and you can see how it looks, man. So yeah, they're doing it. So I look at it like it being a test, man. Another test, like the Houston game.
The other thing too, man, to think about is Derek Queen. Derek Queen and Cooper Flag played on the same goddamn team in high school.
Yeah, they was buddies, man. Yeah,
They familiar with each other, so both of them might have a little inside basketball. We might have something for him, and they might come with something to go at Queen with. So that'd be an interesting matchup to look at.
Yeah, that will be something good to look at, DC. I mean, man, those two phenomenal rookies, man, going head to head, man. So we're going to see how it looks, man. It's Monday, 7 p.m. tip-off time in the Smoothie King Center. The Pelicans feeling really comfortable in the Smoothie King Center. And that's why I like it, too, as well. It's a little different if Dallas is in their building. They got a little bit more run in them. But you're in the Smoothie King Center, and it just seems like the family is coming out to the games now. They're getting packed. The energy, and the Pelicans are feeding off that hometown energy, man. And it's really helping galvanize the team. And it's really showing, like we're saying, they only have 7 wins, 7-22, but 5 of those are in the Smoothie King Center. So they've made the Smoothie King Center a home, in essence, where they can kind of do what they need to do. And they have been defending home turf, the last few games. So I expect them to do it as well again. It's not a juggernaut. Dallas is not a juggernaut. If we did what we do against the last 4 teams, we'll beat the Dallas Mavericks. Let's just keep it funky.
Well, and if Trey Murphy can continue his hot stretch as well, man. I ain't mentioned a lot about him tonight, but man, he's been playing amazing, bro. Trey Murphy is on par to have a 50, 40, 90 season, bro.
That's phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
so many great points.
That's rarefied air, man.
Yeah, that's so many great points to kind of look at with this team as they moving forward, man. It's about damn time. I
want to mention that before we get out of here. And they showed this tonight too during the game, man. They had a graphic come up, and Trey is shooting like damn near 70% the last 7 games, man, in the paint. Remember, I brought it up, and I got to keep saying it, man, because it's like, damn, soon as we called him out, bro, it's like a light switch with him. I'm like, man, Trey be forgetting he's 6'9", bro. He forget, man, he been in there doing push shots and little fadeaway middies and just attacking the rim, all the layup packages I didn't think he had, just phenomenal, man. True 3-level scorer at this point now.
Yeah, he in his bag big time.
I think 4-level score because you can hit that so-called 4-point shot whenever they need to add that, bro. That'd be dope. Add that 4-point shot to the league.
Yeah, that'll kind of make it really.
But it's gonna mess up the records though, so I know they probably leery about it.
Yeah, they got the last 10 games for Trey Murphy. Of course, he played in the last 10, 8 games. They got it listed. 36 minutes a game. 57% shooting from the field, 35% from downtown, 86 from the foul line, 7 rebounds, a steal and a half, 24 points a game over the last 8 games.
Silent assassin, bro.
24, 6, 4 assists, 4.4, 6.6 rebounds, and 35% from downtown, 57 from the field, 24 points a game from Trey Murphy.
It be tripping me out. Like even tonight, man, look at Trey had 17 points on 8 shots.
Yeah.
Trey be having like 27, 28, it be 14 shots. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
To be that consistent, you know what I'm saying? Like you got him and Zion kind of have that in common, bro. So you got everybody else cooking. The Pels can be a very hard team to beat, man, if they can continue to build their confidence, play like this, and figure out just how everybody works with each other. And the unselfishness I saw tonight was phenomenal. So if they continue to be that way, man, we could really be building something.
DC also,
this is a flash in the pan, but I think it's really totally different this time.
This is who they are. This is that because they're actually building a streak. They never won this many games playing like this in terms of what we've seen recently. Like in the way they've been doing it, because you can see they have an identity now. that they're believing in to the point where they're winning behind. But also tonight, let me say this before we leave, that this was a physical game. The referees were allowing them to play. And y'all know from past time watching the Pelicans, they have a reputation for being soft. You just rough the Pelicans up and they fold. Look what happened tonight. They weren't getting much of the whistles either. They were letting them play, but the physicality of the Pelicans, they did not back down against the Pacers. They were in there getting gritty with them, fighting with them, and they ultimately held the win and took care of business. So even that little stink moniker is now evaporating now that we are the Pelicans' toughness is here. We're seeing the grittiness against the Pacers, man, because they were trying to, they were getting a little physical with the Pelicans. So that's dying down as well. So putting on that New Orleans blue collar hat, man, that's what we need to do. Go ahead, DC, close out.
Man, that's crazy that you bring that up because that's one of the biggest things I think I see about this team. It's classy. They're not too rowdy, but we got two rookies that ain't scared of shit. So for that standpoint, I think that just kind of like locks in with everybody else. So you got Fears, who is his number and his name, Zero Fears. He ain't scared of nothing. We already know Jose, he knows that guy. And then you got it in Derek Queen as well. So it's like that mentality it's got to filter through the rest of the team. You can't have two of your rookies be your two toughest guys on the team, right?
That's correct, man. And
Borrego's is, he a coach, man. Like I said, he got some nuts. So we ain't got no pushover ass coach no more. He out there cussing them referees out. We get 34 free throws and all that. Borrego be on their ass.
Yeah.
He don't sit on the sideline with his hands folded and not saying nothing. He be on.
Now he be standing up the majority of the time, especially when he see the game slipping. You can see his face. He's up pointing and yelling and telling them what to do as opposed to twisting his hand in a circle and telling them go faster. I mean, there's actual direction and strategy going on. Timeouts being called at moments of the game before the game slip, and then switching lineups up to kind of detour whatever the momentum that team is doing. We've seen it happen several times in the game. Jedi Kana, shout out to you, brother, says one thing y'all forgot to mention was Queen and Trey scored multiple 3-pointers in the fourth quarter before Huff scored in the last second. Shout out to you for that, brother. Yes, a lot of positive stuff to talk about, with the Pelicans. And I'm pretty sure we're missing a few more points here or there because there's so many things to touch on, man. It's a lot going on that's positive.
But we ain't talk about, Willie, they interviewed him and he was in the article.
I know, DC, we're not going to talk about Willie Green.
You didn't like it?
No, we're not going to. Shout out to Willie Green for doing what he's doing in the community.
That was good. I mean, we know he's a good dude.
Oh, you talking about what he said about the team? Go ahead and touch on it, bro. If you want to touch on it, I'll pull up the article.
Willie Green said they asked him how he felt. He said a lot of stuff. I ain't getting into all that shit. But he said he felt like he needed more time. I bust out laughing.
Oh, boy, you go ahead.
He felt like he needed more time with this group. What?
I'm about to say something, boy.
You had 5 fucking years, man. No, was it 5 or was it 4? It's 4 years, right? This was the 5th year.
This was the 5th year. You had all the time in the world, dog. Cut it out, bro.
He just needed a little more time.
Or if you don't get the,
so we can see the same shit we've been seeing. Man, Willie crazy, man. Willie ain't a bad dude at all. He ain't delusional, man.
Man, crazy, man. Yeah, he completely. That's all right though, Willie. You completely out of your top if you think.
I'm gonna bless him for that community work, bro. So hopefully he gets some of his sense back.
Yeah, here go the article right here from Manscaped. Former Pelicans coach Willie Green finally still pouring to New Orleans community. There was also an article that talked about him and what DC made mention of him. He also talked about him getting fired. He mentioned that David Griffin attempted to fire him and all this kind of stuff. He got
fired. After that playoff performance, he should have been out of here, man.
Yeah, he shouldn't have threw no shade at no David Griffin, because if it wasn't for David Griffin, he would never have become a head coach. Nobody would have hired this guy. Nobody but the Pelicans, because they were looking for somebody cheap who would accept somebody else's staff. Let's just be honest. Willie wasn't the right guy. And as obviously he wasn't, we knew that the better guy was his assistant coach when he brought Borrego in here. And you can see it. The guy knows how to coach. He knows basketball. Not saying Willie doesn't, but it's levels to this. Borrego is a strategist. Willie Green is not. Borrego know how to draw up plays. Willie Green does not. Borrego knows he has a way to motivate his players and explain the game to the point where he can explain it to novice and casuals. Willie Green can't do that. So it's levels to this, and Willie Green had his shot. He had 5.5 years, or 4.5 years, whatever it was, 4.25, to do something with a team. He lived his dream as a head coach, and now you can get the fuck on. We good. I mean, thank you for what you did do. Now let's move on, brother. Go continue to do your service work to the community. Thank you, sir, for your time here and what you're doing in the community. Now let's see how the team moves in a direction where we're competitive, where the team is respected and we consistently putting something together. Just keeping it real, man. We've seen enough of you. You didn't know what you was doing, my brother. At the end, the bottom fell out, and you got to know when to call it. You exhausted everything. The guy literally ran out of words on press conferences and began to repeat himself to the point where people did not want to hear what he had to say because he didn't have any in-depth knowledge. That's not the case with Borrego. It's like at points where Borrego would explain the game, know what they did. They'll ask questions. He'll speak to the exact moment and tell you what he was trying to do. He'll break it down, explain, yeah, I was looking to do this. Yeah, I was kind of experimenting with this lineup. We wanted to see what such and such wanted to do. But as you can see, he then seen a bad lineup and then switched back out of it, adjusted to somebody else. And he did that throughout this game because Pacers made runs in this game. When they had, what's his name? What's the backup point guard name, DC? For the little fire. McConnell. Yeah.
They be saying he's like, they say he like Jose on the commentary, man. I'm like, man, Jose like him. TJ been doing it, and he better.
Yeah, McConnell is awesome, man. He's awesome. He works well if you have Halliburton out there because you have Halliburton doing his thing in the starting lineup, and McConnell comes in off the floor.
He turned the game, man.
He almost single-handedly did it.
Made a run,
Yes, they did. And guess who stopped it? Guess who called timeouts, put in lineups, and stopped them from trying to catch that lead and having a late game steal? Guess who was 0-24 in clutch time moments? Because he didn't have strategy to know you need a little bit more time. No, you had enough time, my brother. I'm surprised you got as much time as you got, to be honest with you. So anyway, shout out to Willie Green. Thank you for what you did do, my brother. Now sit back and watch the Pelicans play. Sit back and watch this winning streak. Sit back and watch this team climb. Sit back and watch these fantastic rookies. Sit back and watch these players. Sit back and watch Zion and Poole off the bench. Sit back and enjoy the basketball, brother. That's what you can do right now for us. So anyway, with that being said, man, listen, we're going to cut out on that because I just got pissed off right quick because Willie Green talking all this crazy stuff. But in the end, he's gone and we are winning. So with that being said, fam, DC, you got a last word to say? You going to play your good? You going to say a last word or two before we go, or what you got, brother?
Your debator is go Pelicans. That's all I got to say, man.
That's all you got, brother? You ain't got nothing smart to say? You ain't got no other crazy words, debatatory, all this kind of craziness that you made up?
Like that one crazy at all. It's pretty spot on for you.
Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one. Much love. Peace. Go Pelicans.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Yeah, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's something, don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, punch launch a train. Postgame, Big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the ref just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thewhodatdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit thewhodatdaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit.